mind to it. Inside 5 years, we able to do Freetown the Tree Town, planting of 1 million trees. Where we not just plant the trees, we track them. We provide jobs to women them, urban farming. The potential for increased revenue, we always there, but we not be utilize them. Under this 5 years, we do that. Sorry, I not interrupt you.
As we they go on, we go talk about anything and they one after the other because we get enough time. And as you don't begin explain about dirty, the sanitation, the waste management, I want to let you tell we more about waiting the key thing them what you be able to achieve what you can from waste management. Because we talk say we don't get dirty problem and we all know that waste management is an issue. So waiting at the key thing them what you think they be able to achieve inside waste management.
Okay. First of all, important for we understand say waste management na a whole process. It starts first with the mind. You know why I say that? Because inside this room here now, trust me, until if we do an experiment, you give Oman 1 sachet water. Trust me, Antonia, from me experience, 80% of the people when they drink that water, then they even grown. 80% then they even grown. So that means to say the mindset, the first thing we get for do now for make people and begin think differently about waste. You go see na net, sometimes not even a net. You go see Santem, person go take, then go come out and hose, then old and dirty, then go team up by bridge, then Iban over. No, so that bridge the first time when they grow up, now being what's happening one day, we've been Samba Gota, me, you know, then when they were older, then gonna say we've been swimming inside Samba Gota. Me not do them personally, but I know people already do them. You know, but it was clear. It was clear when rain did come. So that mindset. So what do? We recognize, say, after so many years from the war years, where then systems and they not been there again, people then don't condition. So man, from a lily wait in meet na if dirty na street. You know ever know they not the talk button like na school like where we when they grow up. So the first thing we say, cleanest zone competition. Anybody remember the cleanest zone competition? Wait till we do it there one day. We say like we internalize the idea of cleanliness. How for do you dey give incentive because Boku people when you promise a good thing, it go one time. So it go willing for changing behavior so that it will get a good thing there. So cleanest zone competition, the city divided into 322 zones. We tell each one say, you dey compete against you comping. We find the resources for we get teams them, we go to the community at the beginning of the competition and snap all the dirty. Then they meet with the community groups them and tell them say, this is not the criteria. You get forget a sustainable way for clean your area. You get for plant green, environmental improvement in depend that. And you get for them public space then you then get for be clean. We do them in 2018 to 2019 and it was a huge success because neighbor, the vex by neighbor when you make the place dirty because they want the prize. The prize now been solar light. We've been give 10 solar lights. We give water tank. We give scholarship for 5 picking in at the community. So that have been big incentive. But waiting at the challenge, one big challenge is this costs money. And in 2020, we do the competition back, but that ending now, we'll not be able to collect property rates. We've been very, very financially challenged like council because ministry have been stopping from collecting property rate. So that second year, we'll not be able to deliver the prizes. And in the third and subsequent years, we can meet more challenges. So we will never put cleanest zone to one side. But trust me, when I come back, the whole of the sanitation value chain, that not just behavior change from the perspective of incentive, but you also get enforcement. Because not carrot, but not stick back.
Because that's our way it comes to waste management. How sustainable you've been thinking that cleanest zone competition may be if after the council not be able for the sponsor the winners after they do the competition. Then all man revert to the same.
Yes. So behavior change, they want to really study behavior change. Now, whole science, for let people change behavior, it'll take time. You not succeed in 1 year. Even in the countries that we would go now with the see clean, so then go through their own phase. Where they may get for they put adverts constantly about not showing dot in our street, then they fine people them. We get fine them. And the other side of this what I want to bring, just as you may say, now the enforcement. Right. Freetown. The population of Freetown. Of course, we don't get census. We say we reduce. We all wait in a ghost. But in reality, we know to ghost. And the population of the city not decrease, it don't increase significantly. Estimates from the World Bank put the population at about 1.5 million people. So think now, enforcement. We get, when I come into office, we will get 100 Met Police. So for every Met Police, then get for monitor or enforce 150,000 people. It's not possible. So what do? We do community engagement where we go and target areas. We will get a hotline 8244 where we encourage Freetonians for tell we if you company to do the wrong thing, report them. We also been get the sanitation patrol hour. So we try for use not just the enforcement in terms of this person go can arrest this person, but also from the perspective of getting we neighbors them. We all for be we own policeman. We bring the chiefs them come in. We actually get it bylaw day where we get it chiefs them. We say let them self take responsibility. We allow them for fine on behalf of council. But I can tell you one thing for sure. When you ask me how it's been, I focus on the journey to council and achievements, but we get challenges as well. And one of the things that we not a challenge now, if everybody not a pull in the same direction, if all man way they in leadership not get the same vision, it can be difficult. So I think what I can say coming out of this is that the systems have been designed. We get the incentive, we get the enforcement, we know how to do them. We get the one the way they sweep the streets. Some of them then I asked so today, the tricycle riders them. We get a system where you get the monitors, the way they monitor. Everybody gets a street, where they sweep a street. It gets red, green, amber on a daily basis as to whether or not where they go check in area it clean or not. So we actually get a system. Then we get the transfer stations where famously we've been get our minister where we go broke one with the army, with the soldiers them. But we still succeed for build 6. Unfortunately, coming back to what I say, we all know the pull together, no problem. We build 6 transfer stations, but as I talk to you so today, we're not ever able to use one. But I know say that building there is not go to waste, we go use them. So the transfer station, one of the things that we do, Freetown get 48 ward. For make we able focus, we divide the wards into 6. So we get 8 blocks. Every block na 6 ward. Every block gets block coordinator. So if we didn't ask, so I don't know if any of the tricycle guys and anybody now been block coordinator? Yes. So you see people and where they're responsible for coordinate all the one where they sweep that are block day. Then you get monitors where they work on that block day. Then you get transfer station inside our block day. So we create like mini zones who say you will able for manage the dirty. But for let all that one day work, you need for operate the transfer station. Because instead of passing the commot all the way Orugu Bridge, Allentown, come Pong Bome, Granby Book. Then go get a transfer station right there. Just imagine if you get for commot Allentown, reach Granville Book, you know say the fear where you born for which day, all the money where you make for collect the dirty, you don't lose them. It don't go. Now make we make them into then smaller areas for making more economically viable. Then that way they now they go collect more dirty. But as I talk to you, the fact say the transfer station will not ever operate them. They show you say even in the implementation of the systems that we build, we been get challenged. And I'm not going to end without a talk about the bomber in self.
Before you go to Bome, I want to ask a question about the implementation of the system. Because the waste management challenge still there. And we dey see, say, the streets then still dirty. In fact, now where rain season don't begin, we dey see, say, where rain they come, it turn like na inside the gutter them. Either the one that way tap na the ostem or the one that way they sweep the street, they put the dirty. So how effective you think say in the last 5 years, this system where you don't put in place, the one that way you employ for do this work here, then do them properly, you think say the system be effective?
Yes, I think say the system be effective at the times when the system be operate. And this is a very important thing. Dirty cleaning, not to like for build house or for build bridge. When you build the bridge, you don't sit down. You don't done. Dirty na something where they come every day. It like we clean this whole place here today. Tomorrow I get for dirty back. Because we dey generate dirty every day. You dey eat, you dey drink, people dey do business. So dirty na something when I everyday something. So if you not get a system, if you not allow the system to continue, I don't dey out of council from February 28th. Today now June 11. You know, then with 4 months we dey go so. So waiting the cleanliness we've been there in January and in February. You not go expect for Siam in June.
But
because
this not a this year problem, or this not every year in season problem.
Well, I want to challenge you on that because definitely two things then they will we talk about. One, we talk about behavior. And even this last few weeks where the rain forced for them, one video when it go around on social media where you see heavy rain, then you see one woman come with in bucket, ibam. So as I explained to you, people their behavior not change. Why people and behavior not change? Because you need for really get a deep system. If for example, like I said, the cleanest zone, we able to do them for 2 years and then we're not able to do them again. Because even one of the prizes, we get one prize now be for actually make a road. Interestingly, the community we win the prize name Tar Road, which is very confusing. The community named Tar Road and they win the prize for make the road. We give the contract to the contractor for do the road. And it will for use recycled material. Antonia, 400 million spent in the first phase. When I go look I don't believe. In fact, I don't go look now the word can meet me. Say the road not make. We call police. They arrest the contractor. Then look on a central. Guess what happened? The administrative staff of council go pull up na central. 200 million more go to that project. 600 million in total. I write letter of complaint. I write nothing, no commodity. Nothing. So this waiting me to see, especially as somebody where they come into public sector for the first time, is that the challenges of Freetown and the challenges of Salone by no means not insurmountable. The challenge, the reason why we face the kind of problem that we face is because things that we're not work, deliberately, they're not work. Deliberately, they're not work. Look, for example, the property rate system. The property rate system, I can't meet a system where the property rates now book then they write by hand. In a city this size, how you go get your whole property rate by hand. For let we say we want digitize the system, make it electronic so that you go able analyze, you go able see the data. You go also make, you not get subjectivity. What that mean? If you get you Osnaya, way na 3-story and it get this feature, and this man gets your own Osnaya, when a 3-story and it get the same feature, in property rate and your property rate will be more or less the same. No, so provided you're in more or less the same area. But when you get a system way no documented, way subjective, you go find out say you and you they pay totally different, and you they pay na the domot. When I say let we digitize, let we make one way you they pay purely through the bank and not the. That'd be interesting experience. We succeed, but again, just like how our left council, our left, now they tell the one way they sweep the streets, let them not sweep again. Then stop them. So now the streets is swept. If nobody know the street is sweep the streets go dirty. And just how we come, where the rate, like how you say no more. Flood mitigation. In 2018, now we introduced that word to the Freetown vocabulary. This year, it not happen. At least not in the way we did do them. I see some signboard and SLRA at work where we see dirty on the side of the road. But not so it will be done effectively. But ultimately, until we get to a point, Usai, the mayor actually gets the freedom for do the work and make sure say when he give instruction, we all the work together for accomplish. We all get the same objective. Then you go see challenge. Antonia, I just need for bring one point in. From where I be mayor, one thing done day, way really important, where I can talk about boku. I can talk about building permits and land use planning. So man not go understand why it matter. But let I put it this way. If you look up the hills or you look down the slum, you go see them. Usai, you not go able reach there with vehicle. The tricycle safe not the able reach there. Some say you the waka, like looking town where I go they try there. You know the able me and you know the waka together. You get for waka one and you come in. Because the side for waka so narrow. But when you reach there, you meet community with hundreds of people, 1,000 people then tap there. If you're not able to go there with your own, you know, no transport, not the reach there. Una ask una self, what did happen to the dirty in that community? Ask me. Then the Iban at the water side. Got another in that community themselves. You the Iban at the water side. When you Iban at the water side, whose side it end up? Don't. You see that dirty with the scenes inside the gutter? You know, say some of them up the hill they come out. So tell me true. Wait till you feel saying that the answer to that challenge day. Make her tell you. Before passing the bill, you forget planned area. That's so the be on other side. And not to say we not be no more. You see Freetown, central Freetown, where the streets they make so, like line, no so, even Kissy Town so no so, then Taylor Street, then Coca Street, it's like grid. Why? Because them been plan them. And when them plan them so that Usai you host the bill safe. You know the bill on top the road. You get for move some distance. All then thing then they that planning day, the help for let you able for give services. For let you able go collect dirty. For let you able for make sure say you able put water. Because the place gets structure, you don't plan them beforehand. But you at the come to the fire brigade. But you know the other thing about the planning. This building permit. FCC gets a bylaw which say no host not for bill without it get toilets. You will look and say why they need for mention that some story host and they will not get toilets. No, so. Now black bag. Now they all thing they happen. And that black bag, they end up in the streets. So that building permit, if the council, they give the building permit, that the council get for look the oath in drawing. The council get for look and say, this side usai you want build so, it not correct. Because now water side you want build so, we get for block the flow of water, we get for lead to flooding. Or it go say, this side usai you build so, where you want build so, this one it banned because it day inside with conservation area. That power day, it been day in the 2004 Local Government Act. But
So
it not
with
ever
that-
devolve to the council. The council not ever get the power.
Plenty people understand the controversy we been come out we cancel the building permit. But if we dey look waiting the happen in Freetown now, and if we dey look under your tenure in the last 5 years, the waste management, the flood mitigation, all nothing them way you work, you do something under, but we dey still see the challenge them. We dey still see flood every rain season, and not to even a remote area the way you go say, okay, yanda na because na slum, even deep within the city.
Like Dundas
you dey see
Street.
flood. Dundas Street, Robert Street, you know,
Yes.
all them side and they. So waiting na the work where you be able for do or where you not be able to do, we make till now we dey see that. dey
Okay,
happen.
so the one interesting thing about flood mitigation is flood mitigation, they come in for help another agency. And that agency na SLRA, Sierra Leone Roads Authority. The person where they build road, na in the build drainage. And if you go na Dundas Street, we know this because we don't go look and we don't send engineers for go watch them. The slope of the drainage, they're not doing properly. They're not doing properly, so no matter what you do, it go always flood. Then you go see say drainage, then too small for the size of the road. Then you go see say, for example, hillside bypass, where they build them, me not to engineer, but with my own small common sense, you see the big water where they come from the culvert, then go into one narrow drain. Because if you waka, I've been on Duam, I follow Samba gutter in 2018. I follow the gutter. I go up PWD. Tell you the meet one side where then call them drainage chamber. A round side that they outside the water supposed for come is settle before it begin run off. When I go now waka the waka pantapam because it full up with dirty. It full up with dirty. Now we come with excavator, not to me get drainage, not to me get road. But because we people then the flood, now we come with excavator, we empty them. So it's important for let we understand outside the roles and responsibilities then they. And that a lot of what you go see we did do them because in the Local Government Act, it say the welfare of the citizen is paramount. Now that is safe for we as council. But when you look at Schedule 3 now in the Giwi with power. And when you look with power, they're not Giwi road. They're not Giwi drainage. So now they come over and beyond. So then now we go raise funding before. One of the things that I go highlight as I the council just now, I come on at the east, I've been going program. I stop, me security there, Sylvester there around. I make it count down the motoka. Because the one massive hole where I see a circular road, I say no, this we get for snap 'em. We get for snap 'em because if you see the pavement, the same circular road, the pavement now na brown dirty. So when you talk about flooding, when you talk about these issues, you get for realize say we can clean because sanitation are we. But if a gutter too small, right? If the slabs there don't for them go inside the gutter and then don't turn dam. Because now that if the slab before inside the gutter, you know say they block the gutter and also. Then the other thing where the block gutter, guma pipe. Blue Guma pipe. Me, I can feel them for Guma because that na one agency I can work with them, and I know say their MD very hardworking. But that blue Guma pipe, it act as it catch close. All then dirty where they go, it catch them. Then that's FDB blockage. So if you understand what I say, you did not say no to just a simple question of somebody being sweep the street. It deeper than that. It require every agency for playing its own role effectively. Look SLRSA. For those we don't know, Leone Road Safety Authority where they Kissy Road. Anybody where they Kissy Road or where they pass Kissy Road where rain the calm go no say from that bypass now one whole waterfall 90 come through SLRSA Road Safety Authority. Nothing could be less safe than that. But we as council, we don't go inside there. We don't go try for look and see. But not till we manage and we not get a budget for doing. But it's important for appreciate, I would say, just ending on this point, two things. One, cleaning na constant something. Nowhere in the world, no day, where you go say, Bo, you don't left from February. That clean where you clean. We don't see them again where you did June. You know, you definitely need to forget them constantly. And the second thing, cleaning not stand in isolation when it comes to flooding. We also get the phenomenon of climate change. And we know say we get unprecedented levels of rainfall, heavy rainfall, where we see globally wildfires that rage in Canada right now.
We go talk about climate change just now, but
Okay.
I want let we end this conversation on waste management and let we say flood mitigation as well, because from waiting you don't explain, plenty challenge day where it can to the work where you dey do and the agency the way you need for work with for let this problem stop or for at least let it reduce. So you don't do 5 years and this not the challenge that we exist. If you win the mayoral seat again, what are you plan for work with the agency here for stop this problem?
So, interestingly enough, this is not the kind of thing where everybody for play their part. It not even require for say, we get for council on a round table say, you know, because if your job now for ensure say you build adequate drainage, you make sure say slabs they're not for them and broke, just do your job. When you do your job, my own job set could be easy. Not for say, I mean, I'm not going for can tell person say you need to do this. They all know waiting them for do. Take for example EDSA. When EDSA, then he put pole, then he put new pole, then he dig. Me, I'm convinced say, wouldn't ever then they give that contract for dig. That money where then they give them, include for let them take that dirty, where then dig go. But we all know the see the dirty the left day. When rain come, waiting the apple with that dirty. Not to inside got tidy go. So all these things, not a rocket science, not for say you need some kind of special collaboration, special arrangement. It's really simply let people then do their work. How we go day at this day and age, we not get no maintenance of the streets of Freetown. When in the previous administrations, maybe no, even as a Freetonian say, Freetown City Council been get budget for feeder road. But when me be mayor, SLRA say they don't change the definition of feeder road. Freetown not get feeder road again. So no budget for council for feeder road, which means say the budget for feeder road maintenance go to SLRA. But let we look Fabe Road. Let we look Eastern Police. Let we look by St. John. Let we look by St. Anthony, by Convent. Big hole then at the road. Me not is say, I get to say you did go, but I don't think say it that complex. I don't think say that complex. I don't think say we need special arrangements. You know, it's just a question of accountability for all institutions, all MDAs, all institutions for take their job seriously and then for be held accountable. There's probably performance management. So if then do them work, everybody in work. If we all put on this way, if everybody do in work, all man in work the easy.
In the last 5 years, this and this door happen, we don't be in block, we make the thing that we for not able to happen. Waiting therefore change in the next 5 years.
Well, on the 24th of June, me get 100% confidence say Dr. Samara Kamara go be the next president. And hello, hi. And there issues that they talk about, it don't already prioritize in a manifesto. It gets a 10-pillar manifesto, and it dedicates a whole pillar to decentralization. Why it do that? Because it believes, say, and by the way, even they in government in 2004 when the act being first passed, and he always talk, say, we not don't implement decentralization in the manner that we should as a nation. No sign or day in the developed world and the developing world where they progress, whose side they not get effective decentralization. Now big word, so I want broken down for let people then understand. Not if I say, mayor say, una give me power, no, not to that. The reality is, you see this Salonia, we get 22 local council. We get council in Akono, we get council na Moyamba, we get council na Pujeu, Bomb, everywhere, every district and every city get council. If the councils them able for operate effectively, then they actually make a difference in their locality. If the Port Local Council get its strength, it get the capacity, it get the plans, and then get the revenue, they're able to implement the plans, then go do investments na Port Local, then go create more jobs as a council, then go create more jobs, then go do things and way go make people then at Port Local, the city itself grow, right? And for services, then they near the people. The thing about local government, now you they near the people. You they understand the people their issue. Because you get councillors. You know, the councillors then scatter. Then they all side. Then go no say this, you know go able day now you building. You know say bridge no day now this community and accidents they be here all the time. But the councillor go no. So with that kind of decentralization, but if the councillor know, but not getting means for address the issue, na boff. Which now that's don't happen. So in one for strengthen decentralization, something like building permit, you go able the Ministry of Lands. Now you the issue building permit for post the way they build us na Krubolo. Now that's your name? Krubolo? Krobola. I'm trying to think of the furthest I was able to think of. You go able, but currently now that's the happen. So guess waiting at the reality. No building permits not to be issued. No building permits. You know side and the issue building permits? Now the area we controversial. We conservation area. We green belts. Now the western area peninsula. Usai we not forget host them. Now then go able to show you paper and say I get paper for build Naya.
So you talk
Krubola. I don't get it right.
Where I ask you, what thing will change in the next 5 years, we go able make you work, and you answer on the presidential candidates for the APC winning the presidential election. So the question where I will ask next now, if Dr. Samara Kamara no win the presidential election, waiting go be if Hello. Wetin go be your strategy for make sure say the plan the way you get Kanto.
Okay, I think a very good question. A very good question. We need a considered response, and I will give you a response. I want to point out, say, hello. I want to point out, say, the challenges we I experience now around, as I say, political will and direction of travel. Lagi one very, very important one, because water na life, and we all need water. And one of the things that we they under threat right now, now this Freetown, now we water source. We water source not they in the heart of Freetown. Freetown in water source, it in our mountains, we they around we in rural. The day now the green belt, not for nothing make them make green belt for conserve that forest. Inside the last 24 months, we don't lost over 6,000 hectares of forest. We don't be cut down, putting the water source at risk. The Guma area, and I get this from Guma technicians, when I've been there on the board, when they do a presentation, they say in the last 2 years, they don't get more destruction of the water catchment area around the forest around Guma than they get in the last 20 years before. So in 2 years, we don't see more destruction than in the last 20. Antonia, why are they answer you in this way? What I try for point out is that me willingness for work, me no say collaboration is key. The challenge where they experience, now if me talk about planting 1 million trees, and then we look at a central government where they oversee the destruction of 6,000 hectares of forest, not to a question of how what's going to be the strategy. It's a question of different ideology. The same is true when you talk about health. Okay? Bome. Abinikan to Bome. We not do a lot of research, medical research na salon. But I believe, say, even if you do like an anecdotal study, you just ask people them, na that Bome area, particularly the one at the east, but also the one at the west. I should say you go find out, say, a lot of the people in their areas and they're sick. Then they get chest problem because of waiting, then they inhale. So this for me now a pressing issue. And from 2018, we begin push for a project we then call Russell P with the World Bank for make we able for build a landfill site, sanitary landfill site out of Freetown so that we can close Bome. We actually get support, first as council, without the World Bank. We get support through FCDO for do a study, for let we know what it go cost and what it go take for shut down Bome. World Bank come on board and they agree and then put in place $20 million for able for build the sanitary landfill. From 2018 to 2023, we're not able for conclude between the Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Lands and the Ministry of Defense for letting sign the document for let we get out for that land day for go to the landfill. The money day, it's a question of having that drive for no say people their lives they at risk, people are sick. We need for make this a priority. How you go drag food for 5 years for able for signed document?
So if you win the mayoral seat and the government where they now continue in power, these stumbling blocks may still exist. Now that's make I ask the question, how you plan for achieve all this when these challenges are going to continue? Because you don't state, say, there is a difference in your agenda. You have a different alignment in terms of your goals. So how do you plan to surmount these challenges?
We just all continue for campaign and listen to the voice of the people. And from waiting media, from the voice of the people, they're all ready for vote Dr. Samura Kamara in as president.
All right. Well, let we talk small, but another controversial issue we've been there, under your tenure, which the property tax. Where plenty people, some been there of the opinion say, property tax not for increase, because then basically they do all thing for themselves. We can to them property, and then they clean, and then they do all thing around the area. So what are your response to that? And waiting now you plan going forward we can to property tax?
Thank you, Antonia. So what you describe, so particularly where you say the views of some people saying that they do all things for themselves, now in the features of an individualistic society where we not live as a society, we not get we not get like that kind of structure. Now all man for himself, God for we all. No society where it operates like that could succeed in the long run. So you forget a transition. You have to have a transition. In governance, then can talk about the social contract. Waiting at the social contract. When you get a government of any type, local or central, local or national, regional even, like countries like Nigeria, we get regional governance. You get a relationship between the governed and the governing. No, so? And that relationship, now an exchange. You as the residents, the governed, you even from Caesar in time, you look at, the Greeks and talk about who sent democracy come in and the city-states. You expect, say, the one way to be governed, get for pay in taxes. Which Jesus will say, you give to Caesar what is Caesar's, unto God what is God. Tax and on they around from Bible term. Okay? So you for pay you tax. The one way you pay the tax to, waiting for do, if for use you tax for the benefit of everybody. No so? Now that's way there we go able for sweep streets, we go able for do flood mitigation, we go able for improve common spaces, build parks. But if you, the governed, not pay tax, then waiting the governing for use, nothing. So waiting it happen is people that not going to pay tax. Then council not going to do nothing. Then people will say council not do nothing, so I know they pay tax. And I saw you they go. Then all thing they broke and all thing they well. So one of the things that we've put as a priority now for restore that social contract. But as I say, you forget a transition. You forget a period of time in which you introduce reasonable taxes, but at the same time, people then get for understand, say, when we issue tax demand notes, and really we bring in equity, that's also important to understand. We bring in equity. We boku na Freetown. I want a show of hands. How many people, if you know to a property owner, sometimes you know but you landlord. Before mayor come into office, how many people in this room either been the pay property rate or they no say the landlord been the pay property rate before mayor come or no to this BNTM? Hands up, last year. Okay, so like 3. Well, that makes sense. You know why? Because in this city, we will only get, now this book was saying I've been manual book. Now only 37,000 properties been they pay. Now they no more been at the book, which means to say everybody else been they rely on them 37,000 people them for pay their property rate for let council get money for work for everybody. That's not been fair. Because the city in population and the houses in the city will far exceed that. So the first thing we do, now for say, let all man come inside. How we do them? We take satellite image. Then now you take picture from the sky of the whole of the city. That picture from the sky, it is show all the property them. Then you begin measure them. You send people them. We put all thing inside with computer. Now we get over 127,000. So we've been set a target. The money we council been collect. And that 10-day petrol have been 6,500. Oh. Imagine if it been stay day. Now petrol don't be 21,500. 22,000. Imagine if we not been do nothing. As it is, even with the 127,000, wait till we don't able to, even with the increases in property rates, in prices rather, because we increase the property rate universe. Not for say we increase waiting people than the pay, we bring more people them can inside. So if you been get day 37,000, you don't go 127,000. The one that we see increase, there mean very few as a percentage. And then make I tell you the other myth. The myths say, oh, the property rate so high. 40-something%, it was 42% of the people the way they pay property rates, then they pay not more than 100,000 a year. But it just be said they're not going to pay before. Then if you go now to up to 80%, then they pay no more than 500,000 leones a year. The one the way they pay then 2 million leones plus, and then big masterpiece also and all that's boku. Na for beer, Femi, na for beer. Na for beer. You are not the average homeowner. Accept. Bottom line, in order for we get that social contract, we all get a role for play. Let us borrow from Samara Kamara in own slogan, my Sierra Leone, my responsibility. Now the same with Freetown. My Freetown, my responsibility. We all get a role for play. So before we move on, I use that as an example, the property rate, you mentioned them. I want to say property rate is the backbone of every council everywhere in the world. It accounts for 65% of the revenue. So it's important for we all play with parts. And one of the exciting things about this property rate system, now the facts say when you get your demand notes now, you see the photo of your host. No, so then one day we don't see demand notes. The photo of the host did it. Guess what else did it? Something where we call Google Plus code. That's the exact coordinates. This might be a bit technical, but the exact coordinates of the host. Why I say this exciting? When you date overseas, and even in other parts of Africa, when you write letter, the address of the host, then get what you call zip code or postcode, because inside any city, something as 6 Kaba Drive go there, no so, or 7 Macaulay Street. How you go know which one are you own if you want send letter, kind of Macaulay Street? Well, with this property rate system where we get now, as soon as we come in, we're able for work with the post office. We not offer, but not been go through. But everything we need a day for we able for put postcode na everybody in address. So now we then talk say Ramat today na Locust Drive. It go be Locust Drive XXZZ or whatever the code go be. So that's now another very, very important addition where we'll be able to bring through the property rates.
So the property rate makes 65% of revenue generation for the Freetown City Council. That means say you get about 35% more side where you defend money, not so. So how you don't able forget Freetonians for corporate over the past 5 years for paid and taxes, and waiting now you plan if you win the mayoral seat for make sure say the Freetown City Council able for generate revenue?
One of the things that we very important that for let people then see the work way you do, which is why we're very, very transparent. We're not going to always be able to transform Freetown reports. We can do video. We did show things in our Facebook so that Freetonians and know say the money they go to good use. So that's something we will continue for do. You get for be very visual for let people that know saying and get the confidence. You know, in 2018, when we do the flood mitigation, the first time, we know we get money, get for us donors them, and the private sector then for come in that 1st June. By the September, people then begin campaign and property rates. Because then see that television what we do, and then we feel inspired. People then pay their local tax. So we don't get challenges, obviously, when we go in 2020 and government may say let people not pay their property rates. You know, nobody no one pay waiting and only for pay. That in our human nature. So it will take some time for like get over that. But we very confident say the systems and day, and one of the things we're really important is that we pass a law. As council, we pass a resolution for say 20% of the revenue collected in any ward. We allow the ward residents for decide how for use them. We're not able to do them yet because of the challenges, but that law day. And we've been experiment during COVID with something we call the digital town halls. We've been get 15 million where we allocate to 31 wards. We contact the people then via WhatsApp and we ask them if they be prepared for participate in an experiment for see if they get so much money waiting as a community then go want for do. So we've been get like 250 in each of the WhatsApp groups. People then go into the group, we then discuss na the group, then we make them vote. And out of that voting, we use the 15 million for waiting ever they may vote for. Would have been vote for pipe na this particular community, we go do would have been vote for track road, we go do So people then may get, it was a taste of waiting it go be like. So imagine now, we did talk about revenue for the whole ward. 20% can be as much as 100 million or more. So that tending now, we don't get a good experience. A WhatsApp digital town hall, some person, maybe like, let's see, would I go pick on? Maybe Almira, no go one go na a community meeting, but you no go mind for participate on a WhatsApp group. So you get, we go do them now, going into my next administration, we go do a hybrid. Some of the voting go be done like in community center, community people like can come, discuss, all man agree. Then other people them, like some man, sometimes then schedule no go permit them for go sit on a community meeting, but they no go mind for participate via WhatsApp. So that way they will bring the community in for make decisions about investment in the community. But you can only do that where you pay your property rates.
Other important part under the Freetown City Council now job creation, especially for young people them. And you been create some job them under the waste management project. So the question that they ask now, waiting are you plan where it can to job creation for young people them? Waiting whose new idea you get for make sure say young people then get work and able for thrive inside the city?
Thank you. So you mentioned the job that we don't create. Over 3,500, and you know, at some of those phases, then they in this room here right now, I see them. So that's exciting. sanitation will continue for be an area for growth of jobs, because one of the things that we go for do when we come back, well, number one, the immediate thing we do our come back now for restart the street sweeping. We need for sweep with streets every day. You cannot day in a city and you not sweep the main streets. You just can't. The other area of growth get for be on recycling. So 2 areas of recycling. This week, na historic week for we. I want to give a big shout out to Waste Transformers, because that then starts the pilot initially, then collaborate with collaborate with the Waste Management Association, the tricycle guys them, for the pilots na Aberdeen, where they use organic waste na natural waste. So things like cassava leaf, bone, natural things them. Then don't use them. And if you're familiar with that area by Radisson, you go don't see one blue structure. We don't did it for 2 years now. It use the waste. The tricycle guys them in that Aberdeen area, and then they feed the waste, and with that, it produce electricity for the Aberdeen Women's Center. After the fire disaster in Susan's Bay, we've been getting opportunity for raise funding from the Japanese government, and I mean come up with a suggestion, and I make them all go look the Aberdeen waste digester, biodigester, and I convince them say, rather than we build a wall, cannot be believed say go walk, retaining wall around the side, it will be very expensive around Susan's Bay. Before that, let we address some of the sanitation issues that in market and Susan's Bay. So this week on Wednesday, we'll be able to forgo the organic waste from Hagan Street markets. Now they go, now the chair lady there, make it a clap. The organic waste, now they go into the biodigester, and the biodigester, it lights the market, but it also lights 77 lights, street lights in the Susan's Bay community. So we just don't light up that whole area whilst addressing dirty issue. So in terms of jobs, this is something where get so much potential. One of the things that we would look at, we explore, now the possibility for in fact, it's not so much the possibility, because we don't say possible. That we just need to look at some of the technical considerations, because Usai we get light, power, they come from waste. You can also light fridge and freezer. So imagine now, most of the markets them not get refrigeration. So you beef, you fish, you chicken, all of that stuff they're not they put in a fridge. Most know so. Now so then they go put them back on the table the next day. So when you talk about transform Freetown, I can always say one thing, they touch another thing, they touch another thing. We get so many health challenges in the city, but so many things then whether we talk about that fecal sludge, we just when they go down the water, whether you talk about markets that we not get refrigeration, all them things and so the fact that we don't light them is another area for where we able for do more job creation, for increase them biodigesters, them increase waste to energy, plastic recycling. Eugene Adenaya, this is not something where we don't sort of on the edge of in the last 5 years, because when I've been there at PDT, we've been started dialogue with the plastic manufacturers. But after the elections, the office of the chief minister saying that then they take responsibility for plastic. So we're not being get involved again. But going into this administration, the plastic challenge, a challenge where we get for overcome. It affects every aspect of we lives them. And that not something where not the way you come into, we not go like that, we not go create jobs. So put it this way, by focusing on solutions, you dey create jobs, because all solutions need manpower for deliver them. All solutions need technical input for deliver them. So your role that for look at the problem, identify solutions, create the enabling environments for implementing solutions, and by definition, you dey create jobs.
All right, I go ask one last question because we don't go up to an hour now. Before I turn the mic for let the audience ask question. The question we go ask for do with climate change and environment issues. I know say you get you slogan and you project Freetown, the tree town. And this year, unfortunately, we lost the cotton to heavy rains. So the question where I go ask you now, how you plan for deal with environment issues and for minimize the threat where climate change gets in our city?
Okay. So that's a good question, like all your questions actually. So for address climate change, you get for be systematic. I hope say in waiting I don't explain. People that don't understand say running a city, you really need for take a systems approach, a comprehensive approach. NIMEC Transform Freetown get 11 priority sectors, and the number one, na environmental management. But I will quickly run through the others just for information before I come back to the climate action plan. So Transform Freetown, like I say, being a mayor, you get mandate, but you can go and try for do more, and we seek for do more. So Transform Freetown include, it started environmental management, under resilience, environmental management, urban planning and housing, where we know say the urban planning, unfortunately, it not devolved to it still stay with the central government. Then number 3, revenue mobilization. I don't talk about revenue, how we increase revenue 5-fold. Then you come to a second cluster, when a human development, under the we get education. In education, we work so much for 3 years. We work on school cluster mentorship program. I don't mention at all. We work with head teachers right across over the 600 odd schools them, that the Freetown. We do them at different levels of intensity. We get high intensity and low intensity schools, but we get cluster mentors where they go out to the schools, then they work with the head teachers on meeting minimum standards where we agree with the Ministry of Education and the Teacher Service Commission. So that don't be really effective as well. On education, the day we open with nursery school as well. Then we get skills development. Skills development include what we do with the youth them for the tricycles. They all go through training. They all get bank accounts opened. They all get business development mentor. They all go through, actually work for set up their own businesses. Then you can to, these are just examples. We do beyond this, right? We can to job creation with a tourism focus. When we say tourism focus, sanitation needed for tourism. Then you can to persons with disability. We supported persons with disability. Just a few months ago, we do a borehole for United Polio Brothers and Sisters Association. Previously, the disabled women in a cotton tree, we will provide housing for them. We pay rent for 30 households them, for letting able for move out from the cotton tree and not sleep in the open. And we also don't do skills training. Then you come to healthy city. There we get health. Health, we get some women in the market. We do training in the markets. We target non-communicable diseases. So many market women, they're not able left themselves, they're not left on table. Even when they're sick, past year say it feel bad, before you know it's not other talk. And they know they go and do diagnosis. So we partner with Pioneering Healthcare, and then when they do diagnosis at the hospital for high blood pressure, for diabetes, but we also do training, and we still do training. We get with champions them on no salt, improving their diet. So also many different practical things. Something else on health we are so excited about. We, go see them. Someone can say, transform Freetown, and not see them. The things they want to describe, sometimes go see them with your eye, but it impact lives and it impact people. Like give you one winner on the health. We second target for health, now for reduce maternal mortality. That's not the belly woman the way they die when they go and born business. When we work on them, now seen on Facebook, somebody where they write Dr. Fona Sise, Fatu Sise, he did write about some support where he give so woman then a Grey Bush Hospital for encourage them for come born at the clinic and at the page you. It give them small bucket with towel and water because some woman we did not get them basic things and then they shame. So before that then they say on a host and born a host, and we know say we born a host, it can with complication. Sometimes life they lost all. So I read that now I reach out to him. I don't get a number self. Now on Facebook now I reach him. Then we end up able to talk. I ask and say, you not gynecologist. In your own opinion, what think will be the most important thing we can do in a transform Freetown for help belly woman them, let them not die, for reduces maternal mortality. Now I say, Mayor, in my own view, the biggest challenge we get, now the fact say, we not get doctors then we specialize in gynecology na salon. Where you see they don't do that basic. If they go abroad for go train, they ask for let them come back. He says, so if we need to do that training now, yeah, we go get more specialist doctors, then more women them go get our benefits there. Now say, well, wait till it go cost for do that. He say, then they can work on them, then because then get some idea, then get an organization we name Mama Picking Foundation. So then work on the budget and then come to $3.5 million for set up the postgraduate training so that you go get that specialist doctor for trainer. To cut a long story short, and to God in praise and honor and glory, I've been able through my own networks raise that $3.5 million. And today, then he trained them gynecologists them na PCMH and all at during hospital. And I go, they walk through Mama Picking Foundation and of course the Ministry of Health and me there on the steering committee for that postgraduate program. So these are all things them way. Now this, when you say transform Freetown, not so just for say transform the road or when na SLRA and walk, not transforming lives. All them different things them. So that's some example then under health. Lagi example. So under healthy city, you get health, you get sanitation. We don't talk about sanitation, so now we'll talk that again. Then you get water responsibility, Naguma. If you look the act, Schedule 3, Naguma responsible for water. Noto council. Naguma get the pipe, Naguma get the manpower, Naguma get the budget. But in the same way, like how na SLRA responsible for the drainage and the road, we all na Freetonian. Anything we council able for do, for complement, we for do them. So from a mayor to now, we can point to over 150 water points where we don't install in this city right across from 399 to 446. And some man go ask say, waiting a water point. Let her clarify. Water point, now either the tank, or borehole, or water well, or standpipe. We don't do over 150 of those. And waiting very exciting in terms of waiting there on the pipeline. Walk, na phase. Na phase, oh. Sometimes you do work very, very hard. But the side pan, the work where you do, posting not the same. Then one day we don't build house. Not to the day where you decide for build house. Not to the day when then you put the foundation. Now you've been decide for build the house. No, so you don't decide, you the plan, you defend the money, you do the drawing. You not all the work you've been do so. And they work you when they do so. But nobody know this here with their eye till you begin put the foundation. Now that's when they say, so Agnes been the bill Osmine. But sometimes Agnes been on the panel for 2 years. It defend the way for Duam. No so? So now the same thing. We don't dip on this water issue. The one where we don't do the 150, we not don't know. We don't sign contract, and on a very soon when I go see this construction for 65 water kiosks with a sustainable water supply with 15 public toilets.
I go on let you stop here first. Let the audience get chance for us.
Hey, Bola talk about the cable car.
We they can't to the cable car. We they can't talk but some plan the way you get. We go talk about some of your priority then. But I want to give the audience chance for ask you question, and then we go round up the session with all you plan the way you get. So how we want to do the question and answer session? Person go ask, you respond, or we go take all the question them and then you answer one after the other. 5 at a time. Okay.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, former mayor. Good evening. I get a question. With all the challenges the way we don't experience from the central government, why you still want to be mayor? Then 2, we are about the cable car, but it seems unreliable or unreal. Explain to me wetin this cable car day about and how far una don't go about them. And when we for expect for Siam, because I don't know how I get for duao, because say light business, how I get for operator. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We go take 4 more questions.
Away! Away! Una look dull at this place. This is an APC session. Una understand it? Away! Okay! Let God help me quick. Now 2 great questions me get from Italian mayor. Number 1, with the hear about say you thief, or you clear, or you this, how many money me no able name am? I go want let you clarify this still. Always say from chest there. Clear small. Because somebody there where go sit down for me, they not say they talk. It get for talks on non-entity or whatever I feel say, if they talk for express itself. Then number 2 questions. You be giving work over how many thousand women then? It passed 500. Because both west and east, Usai, it cover over 1,615 women there. Women nobles under the councillors them. And they ask Mama Doya, because this is so scared of, una they come back if God agree. Una they come back if God agree. So we go able to get that particular priorities, and then again I thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Mayor, and thank you for being Mama Freetown for the past 5 years. 2 questions. One is this: what you go do differently when you get for go back na Freetown City Council? And secondly, say you be done the struggle for do clearing of waterways, and we know say your opponent, Gentle, get a construction company. We get big machine the way they do their work already, and we see they do it now. The question is the same way you be they do their work here. If they ever offer you the help before now? Thank you.
I know the beer. He say make a beer, but I know the agree for beer. I want for say we dey among that 37,000 when I we been the pay. We property rates. And for like a week so all the property then percentage don't increase by 500, some 800%. It dey not do. It do it not over.
The last question for now, before we take the next 5.
Good evening, all. I got 2 questions here. One about the present community them. We all came here. No say we were the bill near outside the drainage and they including water side. We waste them. We always make man all for the deposits that the water rains come. We come. Which thing are you plan for them people in there? 2. We got the wastage where they go through the sea. Which wise we they suffer that. Madam Mayor, now you normally can help we. Now it don't begin come up. You don't talk about this way making a kinton. What about them one then the toilet waste them where they bust at the streets them? What can I plan towards that? Thank you all.
Okay, so we go give Ms. Yvonne time for response to the question then before we take the next 5.
Okay, thank you. The first question, now, given all the challenges we are experienced, why I still want to be mayor? Well, I go take you back. No, let me ask the question first here. Yes. I go take you back to how I start the session. I talk about the passion where I get for make a difference. Where don't be a hallmark of me life, really. From university days right through. If I do it SWT. Yeah, 2 days ago, where I've been there na Fairway College, na the town hall. A young man come up to me and he say, Mayor, I want you tell the audience how we meet. And na final year students na college now. And how we meet, I talk on day. How we meet, 2016, where I've been the PDT, Presence Delivery Team. I did drive along Hannah Benka Coca Street. This young man when he sell tissue. Young boy. I say to him, why you sell tissue? This is why you not in school. He said, so it pay, it manage for survive for pay in school fee. It did SS1. It explained to me about in family. It explained to me about the fact say he get a single mother and na in the eldest. So now in the make way for the whole family. To cut a long story short, his name is Abdul Femu Bundu. And today, na final year students na FPC because I take her on board. This na me heart. This na me heart. And I don't believe say because I face a challenge, I forgive up on the millions of people whose lives can be improved by the skills and competencies which God don't bless me with. God puts a burden in me for make a difference. I know it's satisfying. I know they feel comfortable for sidom as the problem. Where Ebola been a rage na salon. You know people them where they salon fly go out. Me come on London can in. A day on an empty plane on the 13th of November 2014 and me daughter Yanda. I remember the day where I gonna host and I tell them 3 Keith, whose birthday it is today. Happy birthday to my husband today. I tell them 3 say I'm not able to be here. I'm not able to London. I watch this Tiana television. I'm not able to be here. I said, go. She said to me, I knew it. I tell me, Patty, then say, my mom is going to go sort this out. Because they know, say, I just can't watch problems. So the problems of Freetown Day. And if I feel there's something I can do about it, sometimes the challenge then go day for me. But not going to stop me from trying. So now let's make a continue for once for being mayor.
So the next question have been about the cable cars.
Yes. Waiting at the cable car. Well, first of all, Boku people then they call on the car cable. Make us say now the cable car. And waiting it be. Now a form of transport. All right. I wonder what I can use for show It didn't I want a book? Okay. It just feel like I want to say una know it in train fever, no so. Even though we not get train at salon again, we all know it in train fever. And you know, so the train, then it join them. Yeah, each one a cabin. So just imagine one, right? I said to locals in by quota. So, so it just talent. It just talent at the drum. So then just sound like this, you know, like individual cabins, all right? And the reason why this tier come up now, because again, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. But if you plan, you think about waiting at the problem and therefore waiting at the possible solutions. One of the problems that we get, when we try for address, the cable car come under fourth cluster winner, urban mobility. Freetown congest in terms of transport. You want to come up from west, if we're going east, even with the hillside bypass, you can still take 2 hours, because once you don't come on that bypass, you hit that new road. You hit that old road. Na sidom you sidom so. So that traffic gets in problem them, including the productivity. Waiting, I mean, the time when you sit on a motorcar, pan transport, you know the walk. Na dead time. It's not good for the economy. But also, that time when that motorcar, they go slow. When I see that black smoke where they come out behind the motorcar exhaust, we more of and they come out and we breathe them. We do air quality study now recently, and the quality of the air we breathe now this we Freetown here, it worse than waiting WHO say acceptable by a long way. So these are the issues that we will try for solve. So somebody within our technical sector working group come up with the idea, say, how about we use the cable car? Because Freetown, we road them narrow. No sign, no day na Freetown, they say they can bring train. And train dear. Also, when you can see them picture, their underground train forgets. We not go able afford. The other thing where people then can use, like Lagos, where them try for do, na dedicated bus lane. But still, Boku road them, na single file. Na single. He asks for let you say you will bring that one day. So this being say, okay, the reason why this one sound like good idea, now because instead of you going on the road, you go up. So what do we do? God's so good. Me, I can always say this journey here, now God. Some of the opportunities the way we can meet up and this transform Freetown, I can just call it on God. I go South Africa for a meeting in 2019. Who that's go in at that meeting? The former mayor of the first city in the world for use this cable car as mass transit. Somebody introduced we sit down, he explained to me how they do them. This city na Medellin, the country na Colombia. When I come back, we engage with them by conference call. We begin work on the idea. We can find out, say, team then at Lagos, we then self, we want to do the same thing. We begin work with them back. We work with the Institute of Engineers, NAIA. We begin work on pre-feasibility. For 1.5 years, we do pre-feasibility. That report day, we able to take her now and go look for money. Oh, but by the time we finish down day, before we finish down day, we contact the company where now the second biggest company in the world where they make you get for now build any biller. You know obviously somebody get for manufacture, right? So the company where they manufacture, it named Doppelmayr. Now company from Austria, then can salon, then can sit down with we, then can look the plan, then say yes, this is possible, and we believe say we go able do am with una. From there now, we build up application. We begin apply for money, for do the full study. Because imagine, for do that kind of thing there, you get a lot of engineering analysis where you get for do. You get for look who side go be the sites them, where you go put the station. You get for look the wind. Because imagine, say that's in our air, the wind within our Freetown, they get for understand them, they get for study them. You get for look the light, how they go power them. So many technical calculation. Then they get for look again the cost.
So I think say plenty people then concerned about the cable car. Now the light.
Wait,
issue.
at the rich day.
Because the lights they touch plenty things.
Yes.
So how you plan for power the cable car?
Okay, so I can tell you say now a combination of solar and ion power where it generate, because where it go up, I don't know, I'm not an engineer, but where it go up, like it gets momentum so that it able go down from the same by the power where insect don't make going up, but it also gets solar and backup generator. I can tell you say it not rely on EDSA at all. It not get EDSA at all. We do all of this. So in June, we do all this. Waiting at the big things that we don't happen so far. Number one, when we apply, we be successful. To one side we apply 3-4 side, but we be successful for raise funding for the full feasibility from C40 facility. Me, I've been the vice president of C40 cities, now a global network of cities where they affect climate change. So $800,000. They're not giving a councilor, they're not putting a mayor in anno, then put them through GIZ, the German NGO. If some of you remember, say June last year, GIZ and C40 cities, they mean fly cam. Then do launch the full feasibility in a council. But again, we are talking about the goodness of God. For do the full feasibility important. One thing where they need inside there, where we not be forgetting money for do, they may need for know the design of the stations. Therein now comes the American Institute of Architects. I meet themselves, now I'm meeting in New York, where from that conversation, themselves come. Then say, then go design the stations free of charge. Then come, then work with FBC students so that themselves can get some skills development, expose them to the whole thing. And they like today, they don't finalize, then draft designs, the feasibility they on, and by the date, now March next year. So March 2024, we go get the completion of the feasibility study and the financing arrangement. So that in a nutshell, now the cable car. It go run, the first line, the run from Peace Market to Government Wharf, then get other line where they run Lumley, then get line where they run at college. But long and short of it, it go cut travel time from east to west from 2 hours to 20 minutes.
All right. So the next question now on corruption, transparency and accountability.
Yes. Okay.
The court matter, the
ACC.
Yes, the ACC court case.
Yeah. So this is something where, nobody not asked me this question yet, but me they asked myself because it's relevant to this. If anybody said to me, waiting at the most difficult parts of this journey, of this political experience, now how people then rely upon you. It did take a while. I don't use that now. But when you first come into this public space, the casual way in which people can seek for ruin your reputation, for paint you to a different person to who that you be. Who that you don't know yourself for be all your life. Who that people then don't know you for be. It been painful. But you know, sometimes in day, we person they stone you till they stone you till they stone you. Yourself can begin laugh now because everybody don't see sin a stone then they stone you. Let me explain this here. ACC pick up on a point in the audit report where we don't see. In the audit report of 2019, I believe it was, and if you notice, I don't talk about Boku travel in 2019, where because of that, now they have been meet this, now they have been do this, now they have been do that, and then different projects. Now the area where they talk say, I met the mayor of Medellin, I met the mayor of Zurich, and so forth. In that travel, I travel with a member of the mayor's delivery unit, in fact the team lead of the mayor's delivery unit. When a consultant, we the work in a council, we from 2018, tay with the left so 2023. Look me table, looking table. Not a person where we go pick na do na street. Not to me secretary, not to me PA. This na a highly qualified professional. We don't serve as a CEO in a company. Na technical professional with marketing background and international relations background. This person here, in salary, they be paid for by an international organization. In order for let that happen, it must get terms of reference. It must get clear deliverables. And there must be transparency, because foreign governments no go put their hand pan rubbish. No, so that's not the person. Waiting at the issue. Where will the golden travel there? I don't go with members of staff of council, including the chief administrator. When you go, when we don't make a presentation, like how they talk so, I go done, you know, say, you actually get the support, the networking way follow. You get for talk to people. You get for talk to people. You get for people get for build confidence. The way it done, this thing, for say you make cable car, for say you get 65 water kiosks, for say you able plant trees, now walk. Somebody get for sit down and walk, do studies, write paper, answer questions, write reports. Not to overnight something, somebody get for do that work day. And when you travel, somebody get from make them contact and they. You not just to go sit down. Me, I know they attend any program internationally unless na me na the speaker. I know they go sit down like audience. I only the travel if na me they na the lead for talk. And once na me they na the lead for talk, work get for come up behind that talk day. So that work day, now make on a number of occasions, I travel with me delivery team lead. You go ask, say, waiting at the issue with that. Auditors say, we not been get a documented policy where allow council for pay the airfare and the hotel for person we not to council staff. Because not to council been pay in salary, now other person been pay in salary. We as the council, we argue for anybody we understand audit reports, when the auditor don't write, then get something and call management response. The management, he writes, there's the right say, when this one I say, when this we say. And that right will the right, not to the mail the right tamo. Anything where they come out, now the management. So including the chief administrator, the finance officer. Wait till we write. We write say, no, we disagree with Una. Because from time immemorial, council don't they travel with other people. Where then they go up and then hall, then twinning, then can take pastor, then can take persons with disability, even other people them. If every year, Ministry of Social Welfare, International Women's Day in New York, then you go with Makitum and them. They're not so staff of the ministry, so we disagree and we write them. The out and call, the auditors say, let me write the policy explicitly. So we go in a council, we pass resolution, and we write the policy. We don't done with that. Only for we can't hear it, or the ACC left all the other issues them. Now the audit report, including 49,000 bags of rice. All the other issues and the audit report. Then go take that one day. Then can't say they want for investigate me for that. I'll be surprised. In fact, I get a conversation with the ACC commissioner. And I say, oh, no, to anything major. He say, because INSEF no say Ministry of Sport, because AFCON been there on at that time. He say Ministry of Sport, safe, when they travel, for go watch them football match. They can take them journalists and go. We not to staff. And at that very point in time, we all be no say, when AFCON, when they go Cameroon, then go with about 70 people. When per enjoyment, so when they pay hotel, then pay per diem, then pay airfare. So he say no, not just routine thing, because this always happens. Let we just try, find a policy for deal with them. That routine thing now become 18 months of investigation. At the end of it, the bottom line is this: FCC pay 14,000 for cover 6 trips. 6. We bring back $4 million, and we get the table. We show waiting come from every trip. So if not value for money, you go see them. In contrast, AFCON, we been in a room saying that $2 million then spend Panda football day. But we not see, we not win, we not see waiting, no issue. I not go vex Leone stars and do their best. Not to that this point. The point is, we spend money for gain money, and we the council, we spending money. We follow all the due process, because Aki-Sawyerr not able to spend 5 penny without I get the signatories of the CA and the FO. In fact, I can't even initiate a payment. The way it work, if travel or something come up, it go to the foreign relations committee. Then they write to the CA. The CA they write to me for recommend, say, Mayor, I recommend for let you pay, so we approve so. Media approve and based on a recommendation. Then I send them back to him. In now, they send them to the finance officer. Then the finance officer now, they write the check. Then with 3, they sign the check. So how come if we go through that procedure day, where we 3 approve, we 3 sign the check, where to make that mayor? Where to make that mayor? So, what I go say in respect of that? What I go say? Something day in a life where I don't come for understand. I've been a politician now for 6 years. Having been a private sector practitioner my whole life, I don't learn something in this politics. I don't learn something. Say, when person rep mango, 9 and stone. Then, how then they stone the rep mango? Where you no get nothing. Where you able say, you try for create impressions. Try for create images. For try for give the impression, say, if this person here, they do this, then it must be say, if this person, if ACC call him, then it must be say it corrupt. You understand? Because how many people go sit down and understand the issue? Once they know you say ACC call you, then it like say you native man. So it's so easy for try for like paint person. But you know, it's not the interesting thing in this case here. 2 things. 1, inside that same report, 1 other office been there where we get that same issue. And they call the name because this is a free country and a public document. Now the office of the first lady also been get person where travel where not to be in staff. But that person there, I'm not gonna say it get that kind of structure. I'm not gonna say it get that kind of structure. And we not go able for say we able see the value Like, are we able to see? So in one of my meetings with the commissioner, I pointed out to him. I said, Mr. Commissioner, I noticed on page say the same issue where you question me about also day for this person. Oh, it not be no. Now say, well, let me just show you. Well, I go asking staff for looking to him. And a day done. But that's the one. I said there were two interesting things. The other interesting thing is the person who writes the report, we used for chemical ACC as a waste of taxpayers' money because me not see the benefit for waste we spent $14,000 and we can also get $4 million of investment in Transform Freetown projects. By the way, before anybody asks, some of those projects not implement yet. The Bloomberg 1 million still not implement yet. Then they go through some issues with the implementing partner. Also the Zurich 2.5 million not implement yet. These are things we're going to happen as soon as we can. Because some man go say, we not see them. Yes, you not see them because it not implement yet. But documents signed, financing in place, implementation will begin after we start. So I'm going to say, the second interesting thing is that the author of that audit report, when he writes about invoice them, were falsified, hotel bills were falsified, that author of that report, they suspend them. But now that author of that report, now they use for chemical ACC.
All right. I think so. You don't add question.
The women sweepers.
The next question. Nah, waiting you go do differently if you come back.
Okay. Hello. What I go do differently? I think certainly one of the things them way I go like for see happen. Now for I been want for do I mean not walk, but this time I go come with a real determination for do I go want for we get council offices na every ward. Yeah. I think it really important because in as much as you get the councillors, then they give feedback. For let you get that place, Usai person can say, I want for engage FCC. They don't meet up for all the way in a council. If they can a council step, sometimes the money lost. They know Usai for go. And Boku people then go tell you, say, I don't know who that I'm a councillor. You know, and you know to the councillor then fault. You can imagine saying inside a ward, you get 40,000 people. Not to all man go able for meet the councillor personally. But if everybody know who sign at the office of the councillor, where they represent FCC, you be able for go do some basic interactions with the council at that level day. It go really be helpful. So in terms of what I go do differently, I go really push that, push the administration down. It was a vision also. I can't with that. But again, we weren't able to do it.
To that, if that's not the plan, how you want for fund and the Usai you want pull the money for fund the office seminar every ward.
Okay, so the office, the idea we've been get the first time around, we not been successful. Now before ask the councillors for identify somebody we get an office. Now the community we prepared for give a room in exchange for we reducing them property rates. Now that's what we've been saying. So it was like, if I made the offer a room in every ward. Yes. But one thing where you just say we're very important as well. I think there is a need. And I really glad you say Dr. Samara Kamara don't talk then to review the Local Government Act again. There is a need for There we get a comprehensive conversation about who is a counselor. Most people no realize say counselors they not to full-time work. Counselors then they be paid an allowance for attend council meetings once a month. Nothing else they not get. Counselors, including mayor, and that just this BNTM, this in this new act, then put pension for mayor. We will not see it. But counselors no get pension. Counselors no get nothing. Pass when we come in, them they pay them 750,000 for month, and then a sitting fee. Then it was increased to 1.2 million sitting fee. So imagine now you expect that person there for oversee sanitation of the community. You expect them for like basically for be the answer to everything, but not to a job. Not to a job. Some man then they work full time. Some man then they do business. Some man like then they just dedicate themselves to the council. So I really think say if we want for say with the open offices, we get for think who that's go in at the office. We really get for think and through. It go be the counselor in the current setting with maybe a full-time administrative staff, or you go give the counselor like full-time staff. But what I say is I think say there's need to really look at the reality of the role of counselors vis-a-vis the theoretical description of Udana counselor.
All right, so we got three more questions, and then we go time for wrap up. But you still get about 2 more questions where you not be answer.
Yeah.
One about the woman them where you've been they work with.
Yes. So the woman them, the reason why we've been here for stop for work with the woman them because we've been taking the woman them as casual staff, and it was like 3-month contracts. Where as far as we be understand, we mean say there was no NACIT implication. Unfortunately for we, NACIT come and say, elect you take somebody for 1 day, na staff, and then present you with a bill for 400 million NACIT for the woman and women work, and we get for pay that bill. So we get for let them all go because we not be for able for get that kind of a bill. So working with the tricycle groups, then are self-employed, that then they deal with their own tax liability. Coming back, we go get for obviously look at lots of different ways of engaging and empowering more women. Then the question about slum communities, waste going into the sea. Nabi Lamin asked that question. Lamin, there's a whole review. We already do something called a project called Transforming Lives. We get 5 informal settlements where we work with Colette Town, Kokube, Rokupa, Moiba, and Coconut Farm. The last 3 now under World Bank project. The first 2 now we and CRS they try for finance. We go small. We've been on there for over 2 years now. The Slum Dwellers Association, their slogan is take the slum out of the people, not the people out of the slum. The reality where we face is that there are some communities who say you also need to look at relocation. Their other slogan, by the way, is upgrade where possible, relocate where necessary. Some relocation necessary. Some flooding, there's no way you to get away from it because you don't build inside water. We don't build inside swamp. And not only will they kill the mangrove, kill the biodiversity, kill with fish life, we put we lives at risk. But we come back to this point. I see somebody they talk say, me say, where people then cannot free tongue, na bad thing. No, I don't say that. I say rural urban migration. That now where people then they come out of Freetown, move come Freetown. I say there's something where they happen in huge numbers, more so in this last 5 years, because so many business then don't close, so many mining opportunities then don't close, job not day outside of Freetown. And people then they come also because of climate change, Antonia. Climate change in a reality. It affects farmers then today, not so by talking. Now make it pain me where they see this deforestation. Because outside of Freetown, you get Boku people them way when they go plant their rice farm. Then they go lend that rest. Una know that no so? You dey go lend the rest or plant the rest. When you plant done, if you're not able to harvest because rain not come or rain come all team flood, what's in the happen? Now debt you don't get so. You don't get debt to your neighbor. Some man then he manage one cycle. By the second cycle, pass a runaway come Freetown. That happen. That happen. Then it come and people then it come because the climate change they intensify. And opportunities they're not there. Now make Samurai Kamai manifesto. It gets within them addressing that issue by investing outside of Freetown. We forget job opportunities outside of Freetown. And when you come and you vulnerable, you don't vulnerable already. Just imagine, say you tap, let's say Mafengbe. Let's just use that example there. Where water come, where you know with that combination when the high tide come and rain they come, you see that flood, that water they come. All side, poto they overtake all thing, you know so all thing the well. Person you already there in poverty. Then you don't day in a situation where you more vulnerable. Now you the sidom boulder they come out up. It come in knock us. So now vulnerability over vulnerability, waiting at the solution. Land use planning, building permits, and making sure we invest in affordable housing. It's not possible for invest in affordable housing on your own without in a Freetown because we not get land. We don't sign an MOU with rural. But even so, you still need collaboration. Me convinced, I say I'm with certainty that we able for provide affordable housing in this city. We able. I see am be done.
How you plan for do that?
So, land opportunity go get for come from rural. Financing go get for come with a private sector developer. We get for able to offer cross. I use some big words, but I break it down. We get for able to offer cross subsidies. So what do I mean by that? If you get a developer, for example, we will not look this. We as council get 2-3 plots them in the center of Freetown. We get on 4th Street, one side we didn't use as garage. If people will know that place there. Na council get a grande. That's the prime land where a private developer you can say, yeah, we give you this for build apartments or build office building. So now that's our own contribution. You build low cost housing for we. So we not get cash for you, but we can give you waiting worth cash to you. So you can structure transactions. We go enable that, but you need forget freedom for operate, and you need forget collaboration. You know, so at the government level, Samurai Kamara manifesto, the One Nation manifesto, include affordable housing. So also you get the central government and the local government, they work on affordable housing. We go deliver them. If it can be done in Liberia, it can be done in Senegal, it can be done in Morocco, it can be done in Botswana. What do we?
I go all you Yasole, we take more questions. So we go take 3 more questions and then we try for roundup.
Good evening all. Thank you very much. I worship the mayor. Me know they say mayor are waiting. Congratulations already. My own question also where I get. And I see you they give out slip them for all waiting you we don't do. And you get again a slogan of 5 more to do more, of which I believe say you could do more than the 5 where you ask for. The most important one where me want for that 5 more to do more is about the school. The school where you don't build, na Congo Water, and also again, you don't build another one, na Kuto Road Market. I get a market in my community where people don't begin jealous. Say because you they impact knowledge to the other market, and then picking them. What about the other markets them? How you go do the schools and they? Thank you very much.
Thank you. 2 more questions.
Good evening, everybody. My own name is Mohammed K. Conte, a tourism expert. So, the mayor, the only question I want to ask you, waiting at the working relationship between you and the tourism sector, because per all your agenda, it all inflicted into the tourism, but we don't see a lot of tourism program, conferences, where are not even they see they mention. So waiting at the working relationship, because even this the cable car, it is very important for Sierra Leone tourism, and because we all know so we get railway in Sierra Leone, but now we need the work. But that cable car, it will help with in the means of transportation, which is very important. So we want just know what is the working relationship between you and the tourism sector, the ministry now, National Tourist Board, and some other tourism company. Thank you.
Thank you. One last question from the audience.
Yeah. Good evening. I'm Winston Crowder. Me, they go for a very simple need because it affects me. I get a condition now, every now and then I need for use the toilet, I need for go eat myself. That's the major challenge for me living in Freetown today, because availability of toilets is not there. What you could do for alleviate my own situation, where I go for leave, because I hate for see people in the piss in the street. But me don't do them. Because it reach a point I go piss permitosis. I'll be more disgraced. So I'll be forced for go piss in the street. We're not hygienic, you're not good. So what we could do for address that situation there, put me in a situation where I go be embarrassed for go piss in the street.
All right, thank you. I'll go create space for one last question. For the way they
Good evening to you all. Mina Adam Akuma, advocacy for persons living with disability, and also an aspirant for a councillorship. Waiting me just want to say here is that to our mayor to be, I don't try a lot for persons living with disability, especially the recent help we had to the disabled people na the 23. Now, as I dey go and do my campaign to my company disable them for our mayor to be. The challenge where they face is that more the one they waiting at the slum area, like Susan Bay, then they tell me say they lost most of them company, especially the flooding will be take place. And they not get side way be said way disabled person go simple go in and use himself. Now then they ask me say if me they campaign to them for the mayor, waiting at the mention and the things there where the mayor go promise they say where in Kana Council they go put things in place for persons living with disability.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So we go try for round up this second sets of questions very quickly. Okay. The first one being on.
Yes, so Councillor Hakirat, you asked about the nurseries, and yeah, absolutely. I hope say something don't come across in all of these interventions. The nursery, just like the trees, just like the cable car, just like the toilets, just like the transfer stations, all of these don't so far be funded with external resources. Because if we look at with the money where they come to council, and the rising cost of fuel, of EDSA, council in own resources, not it do for make infrastructure investments. And then tinea all na infrastructure investments. By the time council don't pay salaries, don't pay for fuel. And just to put it into context, because I know say, although it not come up, we don't hear it and the people and they talk how na government they give FCC money for all waiting and they do. Let me clarify something. FCC, like every other council, they get an annual budget allocation. Whether you're not a ministry, whether you're not the museum, you know, whether you're not a Ministry of Tourism, once you're not a government agency, every year, then they do something when they call the budget call circular, when they send to you, where government they tell you, say, na so amount government they give to council this year for let una make a budget for how una go use them. Council, as in FCC, no different to Port Loco, no different to Pujeo, no different to Cambia. That budget allocation, now the budget allocation where they entitled to, not to Mayor Aki-Sawyerr, then give money. And it's also important to understand, say, 50 to 54% of the money where they come to FCC in terms of that devolved fund, because that is fiscal transfer, 50 to 54%, they go to the hospitals. We get 2 hospitals on the council, Wena McCall Street with Lumley Hospital. And I can tell you, say, the one where they make the budget, now the medical superintendent, now the doctor, not to mayo. The balance of that health budget, when now over 50% of the money they can account to, they go na the PHUs. The PHU, now who they make them budget? The district medical officer, the DMO. Who side the DMO day? It a Klein Town, na DHMT. You come out from the health, you don't take over 50%. Who side again the money where government they give council they go? Education. Who that they make the budget? The DDE, District Director of Education. Who side the DDE in office day? Now the Ministry of Education. Not to council they make them, not to mayor they make them. Other money where they come, small money, social welfare. Then self get their own staff when are from the ministry. Ministry of Youth, then staff, then get their own staff when are from the ministry. The libraries, Sierra Leone Library Board, they get small money where na devolved money. Now the library, they make them budget. Fire Force, they get small money. Who do they make the budget? Fire Force. So when they talk about money where government they give council, now that money they go. You get 2 lines where relevant directly to council. You get one where they call unconditional grant, where the amount in any year don't be between 2.6 billion in 2018. This last year now be 2.6 million in billion, sorry, in 2018. This last year now 900 million for the entire year. That are the unconditional grant where we go say we take and buy paper, administrative something. Let's tell you, 900 million for the year. Council with staff bill for the year, for the month, just the salary. It was until February, it was 600 million for the month. It don't go now 800 million. So if you give me 900 million for the year, now 1 month salary, you don't pay. When you look, the revenue where we raise as council, vis-a-vis waiting government the give in percentage terms. When I first come, the government allocation have been 68%. By the time I left, in 2019, it go down to 50%. 2020, it go down to 33%. 2021, it go down to 26%. And in 2022, now been 17%. 17%. So when people talk about, hey, we told them money with government give, it's important for us to know, say, when it comes to government finances, not to secret society. Something they would then call financial statements, audited financial statements, where they na the public domain. So anybody we want double check, waiting at talk so, can double check, waiting at talk so. I've been just want bring that clarification. And I've been also want for let people that understand, say, as we sit here today, I know the night be happened last week, but as far as I know, when I last checked, which was a week ago, for this 2023, government no give the council them yet 1 penny, and a June we day. So let we just understand that one day. I know it's not to be the question, but I think saying as something way important, where I want for let people then get clarity about. Then you can now to the specific question about the nurseries. The reason I can't do that, now before understand who sign money the commot. So if we not go strike out, write them proposals, build the confidence, and you know something, if the international partners been get doubts about we credibility and we accountability, we not before they able for raise them money there. So the nurseries where we don't build so far come from external funding from a philanthropist in the US. So for do the next nurseries, we really want for do more nurseries. We really get our commitment, but we get for raise the finance. The question about tourism. Yes, tourism really important to we. And in 2018, 2019, we've been we've been collaborate with these people, local content. We do some workshops where we focus particularly on students in the tourism sector. We continue for get a big push on tourism because we convince, say, in terms of job creation, that's not a major area of potential. And I look forward to see more collaboration, stronger collaboration in the next administration. Toilets. The gentleman about the toilets, Mr. Crowther. We do studies on the toilets. You know, me not an accountant, but also I train as an auditor. So something we just natural to me. When I see something, I want to understand them. So every department where I come na council, I try for understand every department, waiting and they do, waiting and get, waiting at the assets, including toilets. So I make we study, we may get 74 toilets, of which less than 32 been operate. And of them 32, a number of them then are markets. Waiting at the challenges. The challenges them include the fact say, unfortunately, the way things have been work in the past, beaucoup time when toilets be built na council, then be built by NGO. Then the NGO been say, I get to the community. They're not when put on a council and. So you been get tussle over who are responsible for the toilet. And once you get that kind of tussle there, maintenance become a problem. So you go find out, say, toilets and they in disrepair. Wait till I go tell you, I believe in toilets. We try even for introduce mobile toilets. We will get challenges there with the viability. It was supposed to be 1,000 leones for use the toilets. But you go, this all come back to the culture, Mr. Crowther. If you get a situation, Usai, person go say, I not go spend that 1,000, I go just go do on a street. With time, you go find out, say, even the mobile toilets, they'll not be able for make the money not be work. But two things they come on board. As I mentioned earlier, we don't sign contract and we're in the process for begin construction of 15 public toilets. That they no go do. These 74 toilets were they for be rehabilitated. Mr. Crowther, no one focus on challenges, but I go say again, for let things them work, it's important for let everybody they pull in the same direction. Then there's I've been doing Tumac radio. For the one that we're doing at the east, when I sabi Tumac radio. So this question come up about the functioning of council, I make an analogy to Tumac. I say, una na profit-making organization, and for just make it easy, I no go just use Tumac. I go say Star Radio, because all man know Star Radio, no so. Sometimes Tumac na the East number they know am. Star Radio. Imagine Star Radio and AYV. They're all two na competitors, no so. They're all two there in the media space. They all two want make money. How about, what do you think is going to happen if the management of AYV, the staff of AYV, the management team of AYV, now the owner of Star Radio, now in the pick there, now in the hire there, now in the reports too. You feel to say AYV go function well? Because Star Radio want make profits. So if in get the ability for pick the staff of AYV, it go make sure say AYV then 3 foots. We get something similar. If the staff, the management team of the council, they be recruited by the central government, and the council, na different political party to the central government, it na cause for let you get challenge. Because outside that person, then they promote them, then they pay them, they able sack them. What are they in loyalty go there? Now they in loyalty go there. So when we talk about this review of the Local Government Act, the original Local Government Act 2004, be say the council na bo na in for recruit in staff. The council na McKinney na for recruiting staff. Waiting they happen now when at the central government, the Ministry of Local Government, now then recruit and GUI na challenge. So you go wonder say why I bring this camp and toilets. I bring and camp and all thing because na a challenge in the governance infrastructure we need for be addressed without personalizing it. You just look at the structure and you say this not go work well. It not go work well. It's very, very unusual in other parts of the world or even in other countries than Africa. The last question, persons with disability.
Before you go to the next question, if that challenge they continue for exist, how you go bring solution to the problem of toilets?
Oh, the toilets then we did in the process. That 15 toilets go be built. But you know, Antonia, construction not only part of the story. Operation and maintenance, then call it O&M. Now in get all thing. And really, the point where you make if that challenge continue to exist, now yeah, we don't there for 5 years with that challenge. But then like today, I can say 5 more to do more. And I can point to 40 plus achievements. It's not, it not reach where till we want let it reach. But it not go stop we from making progress. But that challenge, they not go exist. You know why? Because as I say, the One Nation Manifesto get for change and strengthen decentralization. And one of the things we get for happen is that the recruitment go be done by the councils.
All right. So the last question from the audience was about what thing you plan for do
persons with disability.
for persons with disability.
Adama asked me about persons with disability. I want for just say, even before I come to that, on that question of taking the slum out of the people, I just want for quickly mention, say, Susan's Bay, I just telling us, say, street lights don't come on. We're powered by organic waste. But not to just street lights. Inside Susan's Bay, we just don't build 6 toilets. We also don't put water tank. We also don't put improved drainage. This is all part of the recovery project post the fire, which happened 2 years ago. I mention them because again, we need for no say, Salon, we can do things These, not because we don't ever put improved drainage in a slum community means it can't be done. It can be done. With persons with disability, the act actually not give we persons with disability. Unas theoretically they under the Ministry of Social Welfare. And consequently, we not get no budget line when for persons with disability or authority. But like how would you do with everything else? Me believe say, I so believe, in fact, Abs Dumbuya, Dr. Abs, it go tell you say, one of the reasons and why they give me an award recently from the persons with disability from that community day. Now because they say me that the first political leader we put persons with disability as a whole pillar inside Transform Freetown. Now one whole sector. And we go, the commitment we are going to make. Now for there, wait till we say we go do now the plan, which is two things. One, for ensure say at least 50% of we schools them get teacher inside the school we understand how to engage children with disability. Why? Because if you go to school and you na pikin we get a disability of any nature, if you not meet teacher we're able to relate to you, boku pikin then they discourage and then they drop out. So the starting point now for let we able come in, we able come for provide support at the level. The next commitment we get in Transform Freetown now for work with persons with disability, for ensure say we able provide them with training and job opportunities. And I don't know if Adam's day in the room. Adam's, you day in the room? You just go out. So we get a person where that's not be an area of focus, because again, coming back to the need for review the Local Government Act, we get issues we're not anticipated by the way the councils then structured. If you look the staff of council, the sort of standard staff descriptions, you don't go see any side where they write transport experts. How you go do Kaiboka if you not get a transport expert? If you say social welfare, that's not the same as persons with disability experts. You need, if you want to address problems, you need for actually match your problems with your capacity. And that's not something else where, we don't introduce now FCC with the Mayor's Delivery Unit. We've been there for support and complement and go continue for do so.
All right, thank you very much. They round up now. They're about for go. But I want to ask you two questions before we go. And I think they are two important questions. Then. So I'll ask the first one. People, they say, you're not person, we're not tolerant. You're not tolerant because you don't pick running mate. We're not of the same ethnic group and of the same religion. And we also they see people where they campaign on your behalf and on behalf of the APC. They make some comments them where tribalistic, we not reflect waiting Salon people believe, say we all now one. So we go want for Yeri from you, waiting at your own stand on that.
Thank you very much, and I'm glad you asked that question. They're very, very, very important. First of all, I definitely get religious tolerance, absolutely. I go start by saying that one person we not go mind at all for make a call in him na ya, we na my own mentor, na my own uncle, na person we they talk to, where they advise me, na Sheikh Abubakar Conte. Where na in self came go to the United Council of Imams back in 2017. And the United Council of Imams, na a group where I interact with on a regular basis. Chisno, I just come out na a program, Usai Abinde with Council Hakiratu, and a number of chiefs from different tribes, ethnic groups. So the idea say because the running mates not come from a different tribe means they are not tolerant. No, not at all. The first thing is me now a member of the APC. The APC na an institution. The APC na institution, not to an organization, not to a club. Nobody na the APC, not to take decision on your own. There is no way me can grab and say, na this na me running mate. I believe say, we there na APC no say, for let you, for an important position like that one day, na the party in direction, now you get for go. So that's now one, not so a personal decision. And number two, when it comes to council, look, Councillor Hakiratu Sidonaya. She is one of 48 councillors. Of the 48 councillors, the first thing you need for know is that now the councillors now then get the decision-making power in a council. If you pass resolution at council, me not the vote as the mayor, now then the vote. Over 80% of the councillors in the council now Muslim. So me and the deputy mayor no get say. If anything they will affect Islam or Muslim, the one they way Boku, now then the one they way they make the decision. But you know something else? Inside this FCC, now the first time in history, this, where we don't get a masjid in a council, and I me opener. Now me get the space, and I me opener. So if people they want for play on people their mind, let them know say the one they always there around me. If I not been tolerant, you go don't see them. I remember the day where we been get municipal Friday. Then there's an somebody that also remind me, if they tell somebody say you don't ever see mayor wear that red gown, it then a Okada. I late for something old me in office. I been for late for go na mosque na Calabaton for the municipal Friday. Inside that me red gown. Can't see me being Okada. I can't know me motorcar. I say I'm very late. I go on top of the Okada for reach day. And I did it with me gown. I put my feeling over me be wait there. Yes. So I mean we like with so many things. The reality, 90 speak. Because not by waiting person accuse you of. Now by the life where you live, 9 people then go able judge you.
So I could just add small addendum to the question, because in the height of campaign season, we they see plenty video them and we they hear people they talk in them way not good for the country.
Yes. So you've been taught that, and let me respond to that. From where I've been mayor, Undagoyeri where I can talk. First of all, I believe Senator me introduced the term Freetonian into the vocabulary. I remember at first people, hey, waiting, I don't like that word there. Now everybody they say Freetonian. But there's another word where I can use. I can say residents. Me residents. Why I say that? Because you're not going to be citizen of Salone for being me resident. Once you day na this Freetonia, you na Freetonian, you na resident, and all Freetonians na me responsibility. Me na mayor of everybody. I not differentiate. I not get no boundary to that. Everybody is a Freetonian and everybody valued. I think say maybe in some people their exuberance, they can get challenges with how then they communicate. But me on communication very clear. Very clear. I don't care if you come na Freetown yesterday, or if you come na Freetown 200 years ago, you na Freetonian, and I value you as a Freetonian. And by the way, because I see that they call me Nene Musu, now some la clarify the Nene Musu. So the points were also very important. This we people group, we then call Creole, we become 1792, and Antonia, in case you not be know, make her tell you, when we celebrate 230 years of Freetown, we do something where, as far as me know, not happen in decades. We bring everybody together in a celebration of cultural diversity. Everybody wear their traditional clothes. Everybody come with their music. We dance on the streets together. Led by the tribal heads. And it been so exhilarating. And it really been show the strength and the unity of this city. We've been to celebrate 230 years from when Freetown gets the name. From when the returned previously enslaved people, the Creole people, then come. But the interesting thing about Creole people them, we see nowadays, then when they come to America come, then they can't take with passports, no so. Then say they don't trace them DNA. That now something where they inside the system, where then they able to analyze now for sure who side you come out. So then they able, then one day with the America, because quick history lesson, during the slave trade, then capture Africans from all over Africa, all over the continent. Then care we go America, West Indies, go make we work in a plantation as slaves. No, so remember that from history. After hundreds of years of being in America, some of them be able to get them freedom. They say they want to come back Africa. But I tell you, they don't get America, they don't get their English name them, they don't know side and come out again. Then give them this land, we then call Freetown. Freetown. Then don't free you, then can't sit down there. That's not the Creoles. It was like 1,000 and something that I mean they on them 15 ships them we come out Nova Scotia. Me own great grandpa been there on one of them ship then day. Then don't come. Then Boku we left yonder. Na the America day. Now the science don't have advance. Then they able test. Then they swab. Then test. Then no say me na mende a come out salon. Me na Timney a come out salon. But we be don't come from 1792. We self-able test. So about 2 years ago, I've been curious for no. Say, I wonder who say them my own people then they been come out. I wonder if na salon have been come out, then carry go, then bring we come back na salon. So you know it do them for yourself. Now you parents them, they do. So me mama and me papa then swap them. We send and go America. Now the company where they do them, then do the test, then come back with the results. Then say me papa based on in DNA, me papa come out from the fuller people them na Guinea-Bissau. Me mama come out from the Yoruba people them na Nigeria. So for me, we been looked the information 2 years ago. We discuss them as a family. We laugh and we joke. We say, look this life. So then there's where all this talk here come up. Now see, you know it in something and then we can get so caught up. We can forget say somewhere along the line we all now one. So I pull the certificate for let people that know say me na Creole because me people that land there 1792. But before then care me people then go as slaves in America. Me papa in own people then side then I been fuller from Guinea-Bissau. Me mama in own people then side then I been Yoruba from Nigeria. So we all now one. So the fete na for nothing. The fete na for nothing. So if people they want come in any musu, I don't say me na fuller today. I say me DNA na full of roots, and I'm happy for that. Okay, no problem with that. I'm very happy. And just the same way, the one way they come out America can now forget this then passport, they're happy. Me self go to the fuller community, let them give me passport.
All right. Final.
Which one? Oh, the machine. Mami Molai, remember? No, okay, very good question. Somebody asked, say, if when we do flood mitigation, what we get for the hire, then machine them at huge cost. If we be ever get an offer of help from somebody we get machines, no. But we be able to do the work. We still strike. We work hard for able to do the work. And for them community them, crew bay, they know the difference we make. Culverts, they know the difference we make. Water street, they know the difference we make. Because people them, they forget flooding. You say flooding, they happen every year. Indeed, it happen. Some place like Paremba Road by Main Street, that in the construction. Bad road construction, now it accounts for lots of flooding. But also informal settlements, a risky place. The things them all get to be worked in unison, which is why, again, I'm so excited about the next administration under Dr. Samura Matthew Wilson Kamara.
All right. So, last question before we... I would like for you answer in 1 minute because it's now 8:30. Waiting now you top three priorities if you become mayor of Freetown again.
Number one, for institutes we sanitation plan in full, starting immediately with sweeping and flood mitigation because we did in rainy season. That's the very first one. Number two, now for make sure say we able address challenges in markets where don't be, we a lot of the markets get structural challenges. We also need for do expansions in order for move people them in, and we need for build markets, but we need finance for do them. We don't do a bid. We don't do it. This is not for everybody in benefit. All man go benefit if we're able to do that. Then the third one, where we not talk about at all, and some man don't go understand why I say this. Whether they say so, don't mean say the other things that we don't discuss not go happen, no. But something where they burn me chest, now the bearing ground them. The bearing ground they need for be surveyed, the bearing ground they need for be redesigned, the bearing ground they need maintenance plan. I come back to that operations and maintenance. There's a lot that can be done if you get one ward na the council.
Thank you very much. Thank you everybody we asked question and to this is the end of the town hall session. Thank you.